2 minutes ago. ESPN tweeted it, and 1 minute, 3 minutes ago. I'm a Yankees fan, for those of you that don't know. I had a really nice night tonight, had some good dinner, went out with the boys tonight. It's currently 10:20, 15 years, $765 million to the Mets. It's a lot of money, 15 years, $765 million, but Cohen got his guy, and that means the Yankees got to pivot. We could talk about pivoting in a little while, but 15 years, $765 million, bro. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And that's the highest, or the largest contract in the sport currently, and obviously in the sports history. He got more than Shohei Ohtani did by $65 million, I think. Shohei's was like 7 flat, closer to 7 flat from what I remember. They almost reached over 800. All right. Is there deferred payment? No deferred payment. So they're paying him right now. Right now. Still no opt-outs reported yet by Passan. I'll update it in a little while. I thought he was going to look for some opt-outs around like 4 or 5 years, maybe 5, 6 years, somewhere around there. But nothing so far. Obviously, it might update in a second. How do I feel about this as a Yankees fan? I'm a little hurt. It's like it was a nice little jab to the stomach. It's a nice reminder that like enjoy players while they're on your team, because they can very quickly not be on your team anymore. And the Yankees knew that the risk for trading for Juan Soto was this. Like there was a real thought and a real like common knowledge thought that this was a real possibility of him leaving and going somewhere else. Obviously, the Mets were the top bidder for a lot of the season if it wasn't going back to the Yankees. I'm going to check tomorrow and see how that one guy's doing who said he was going to the Red Sox. But as for the Mets, I mean, that's a lot of money, man. I'm assuming that means no more Pete Alonso. I wonder, though, what's next for them. You know what I mean? Like, I think they still have Marte's contract on the books. But they spent a lot of the money that they offloaded. But for pitching-wise, I mean, obviously they got in Clay Holmes recently as a starter. It's a real tough one. And then Frankie Montas. But I don't know how much more free agency shopping they're going to do after this. Obviously, we will see further down the line. I doubt they're done. It just hurts to see. Like I said, if you're a Yankees fan, you knew this was a real possibility. And, now for the Padres, it's looking like a really good trade. Whatever. We got one good season out of Juan Soto. 765, I'm not even mad at the Yankees, to be honest. 765 is a lot. And I don't want to hate, because, like, it comes off as bitter X if I were to come out here and be like, well, he sucks at this, he sucks at this. It'd come off as very bitter X, so I'm not going to do that. But 765 is a lot of money for, very openly, a guy who's not really a defender, not really a stolen base threat, not really a good base runner in general. He's very good in the locker room. He's like he's very positive mojo. He brings like a swagger to the team. And for the Mets, I mean, obviously, that swagger combined with what Lindor's got going on, that's a different type. You have to see how they round out that lineup, because with what they have right now, I don't know who's going to be like starting at some of these positions. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the production that they have last year, they're going to need to reproduce or replicate out of somebody else. Jose Iglesias is not coming back to hit 300. Pete Alonso's not going to hit that home run against the Brewers next year, because he's probably gone. Sean Manaea had some good games in the playoffs. He's probably gone. Luis Severino already gone. So Jose Quintana probably gone. So it's about how they fill out the roster, because right now this move is very, very sexy on paper. Let's be honest with each other. Even as a Yankees fan, I can acknowledge that the Mets signing him makes them a really dangerous team with him and Lindor already. But now it's like, where's the other production going to come from? And that's on Cohen to fix and get more of. And of course, Cohen's like the big spender type, so he still might. It's just, I'm not sure who. But from a Yankees fan perspective, my own, the Yankees now need to pivot, and I guess we could talk about pivoting. If I'm the Yankees, I'm now pivoting to like Santander. You need to fill out that corner outfield spot. And with Tyler O'Neill signing to Baltimore, maybe you're talking the O's are basically giving up and punting Santander sweepstakes. If that's the case, then yeah, you can slide in and you can grab Anthony Santander. Alex Bregman. I don't want Alex Bregman on the team, really. I've tried talking myself into it. I don't really want it. I know he's a decent player still. He's a pretty decent player to this day. He's been for a long time now. But he wanted like 11 years, and that's a price I'm not sure I'm willing to that's a length I'm not sure I'm willing to give a guy who's 30 already. I think 765 is a crazy number, and I think like even the most biased Mets fan would tell you 765 is a ton of money. My friend actually did the math for me on this. If he's going to watch this video, he's going to know. He said that if you were to weigh $765 million in all $100 bills, it would weigh about 8.415 tons. Trust his math, not mine. So it's his math. It's probably good. 8 tons of money. The Yankees just got to pivot. Like I said, you got to find someone else, Maybe they should join in on Jerks and Profar. No, don't do that. Don't bring him away from San Diego. He deserves to be there forever. But this hurts, Club the game winner against Cleveland, moment after moment this season. I remember the one play that I really liked from him the most in pinstripes was that one play. I forget who it was against, but he made a sliding play into the wall, and he caught it. And everyone in the stadium held their breath like, oh, he's hurt bad. Popped right up, played the next day, I think. So this is an unbelievable competitor. One of the best hitters the sport has seen in a long time. Guys don't lead in on-base percentage like this that often. Guys don't have eyes like this that often. This is generational hitter. And so that's what you're getting for the Mets. Obviously, I really don't know what his power profile is going to look like there. He pulled the ball more than ever this year. That you could say that's a product of Yankee Stadium. But I can't quite fully say that it was only Yankee Stadium because he slugged higher on the road. He hit more home runs. I think he hit 21 of his home runs on the road and 20 at home. So he was just a more pull approach this season. And he had career numbers, basically. And obviously his on-base stayed about the exact same. So with the Mets, I wonder if he'll still be as pull-heavy. Will he be trying to pull as many fly balls as he has in the past? I'm not sure. Or will he be more of a balanced hitter again? The Mets did have a lot of, not slap hitters last year, but there were a bunch of guys who weren't scared to go opposite field. Now I wonder, will Brett Beatty be giving Juan Soto his number? Brett Beatty, what's your number, buddy? I'm sure Juan's got it. I'm sure he's got it now. He's got $750 million. If he can't pay Brett Beatty for 22, what do you want? What do you want, Brett? You know what I mean? Brett Beatty's probably getting moved, I heard, though. That's another story. While this hurts me unbelievably, I feel my stomach is like a weird feeling. It's like I got hit by a cannonball in the chest, in a combo of like I drank expired milk. But yeah, this hurts beyond belief. Like I said, it's about pivoting for the Yankees and obviously the other teams that were involved. Pseudo-involved teams like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, but like teams like the Red Sox and the Yankees, you kind of got to pivot a little bit more. Willy Adames being off the board is huge now because now that Soto's announced where he's going, Willy Adames was probably the second biggest in free agency, and he's already off the board. So now if you're the Yankees, you're looking to pivot toward Alex Bregman or Santander, and then obviously the pitchers. But the thing that I'm very excited about with Juan Soto signing is the fact that now I think free agency should be loosened a little bit. Guys will be coming off the board a little bit quicker. People were waiting for the bomb to drop. Last offseason, it wasn't like that. But whenever there's really a big free agent, everyone kind of mulls it over and waits until the big fish is caught. Once the killer whale is caught, then the rest of the fish are free to roam and, go eat again. So now I expect Burns, Fried, Santander, guys like that to announce where they're signing sooner. So I guess that's the silver lining in all this is that it was done by winter meetings. If this started to drag into February, I don't know what I would have done. It would have hurt 10 times worse, to be honest, if he dragged this out until February. If he Jordan Montgomery'd and sat out spring training waiting for a contract, it would have hurt 10 times worse to lose the battle. But now that it's over, during winter meetings, there's plenty of time to still reconstruct your roster before spring training starts. You still have time before pitchers and catchers, So, if you're one of those teams, if you're a fan of one of those teams, I was really in on Juan Soto. Obviously, you still have free agency. Juan Soto was the big fish. Obviously, everyone wanted him for good reason. However, now it's about, can your team clean up? You know what I mean? Because while you might not land the biggest fish in the sea, you can still catch fish. You know what I mean? Like, just because you didn't catch Moby Dick doesn't mean you have to stop fishing and go back. Sure, the fun might be a little bit over. The wind might be out the sails, but you just gotta hope that your team pivots and finds somebody else. This is complete cope for me. This is going into end of Kai Cenat streams when he does motivational speeches. This is getting into that. This is absolute cope. My stomach hurts. I hate this. I feel terrible. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Like I said, I was enjoying my night before this. How do I sign this video off? I hate the Mets. Juan Soto can have fun losing in the NLCS to the Dodgers for 8 straight season because the Mets are cursed still. If you couldn't get it done in 2015, 2014, you can't get it done now. We all know that. He is public enemy number 1 to me now almost. It's going to be hell when he comes to Yankee Stadium. It's going to be something else. I hope it's not that bad, though, because he did give us a year of good service, and I haven't seen my team in a World Series since I was a kid. So I am thankful for something, but again, that's just massive cope. If he re-signed with the Yankees, I'd be on here doing cartwheels and jumping jacks. So Mets fans, you can have your moment, have your fun, but at the end of the day, you still have to fill out the rest of your roster. So you kind of have to wait for that to be able to jump on the we're winning the World Series thing. You have to see how the roster fills out. And for everyone else, just hope your team signs someone good. I don't know, man. This sucks. Shout out to the guy who trolled John Heyman. That guy's kind of a loser, but so is John Heyman. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm gonna go catch the game. See you guys in the next one.